Welcome to This Explainer. Look, did you know the average person spends over 6 hours a day just staring at screens? I mean, absorbing thousands of tiny, completely meaningless updates? Well, today, we are mastering the inner game. We're setting a cinematic stage for your life and tackling something that feels incredibly urgent right now, which is breaking that relentless cycle of digital addiction. We're diving into a structured system designed to help you reclaim your absolute focus and unlock your true potential. It's called the Monk Mode Protocol. Let me ask you a direct question. Are you feeling lost in the constant noise of the modern world? Like, is your brain completely hooked on that instant dopamine hit from endless scrolling? Stop for a second and really think about it. You probably feel it, right? That deep, gnawing sense that you are wasting your true potential. Well, you're not here by accident today. You're here because you're ready to break that cycle and, quite literally, vanish for a bit to rebuild. Okay, let's dive into this. On one side, we have cheap dopamine. Think of your brain as a hyper-connected network that's just constantly bombarded by social media, relentless notifications, and processed entertainment. It creates this draining static in your mind, it clouds your vision, and it completely saps your will to achieve anything hard. But on the exact opposite side is your true potential. Unlocking this requires intense mental alignment, reconnecting with your ultimate purpose, and building what we call a deep work sanctuary. It's about trading that numbing static for the physical, exhilarating sensation of uninterrupted flow and real accomplishment. So how do we actually cross over from that draining static to our true potential? Well, through monk mode. It's a structured period of disconnection, isolation, and intense mental alignment, designed as a deliberate deep work sanctuary. And listen, this isn't just about grinding or working harder. It's fundamentally about breaking your addiction to cheap dopamine, so you can biologically and mentally rebuild your mind from the ground up. And this brilliantly illustrates the blueprint. The protocol firmly rests on 4 essential pillars: isolation, dopamine detox, deep work, and body mastery. Let's explore exactly how to execute each of these foundational steps right now. Pillar 1, isolation. Disappear to emerge. You know, to achieve something genuinely extraordinary in your life, sometimes you just have to disappear first. You have to physically and mentally vanish from social obligations that don't serve your ultimate goals. And yeah, that means learning to say no to events that don't align with your purpose. By deliberately isolating yourself, you're creating a necessary quiet sanctuary. This means ruthlessly saying no to pointless networking mixers or, your second cousin's weekend trivia night, so your own deep thoughts can finally emerge. Without this isolation, the noise of everyone else's agenda is always going to drown out your most important ideas. Pillar 2, dopamine detox, the massive purge. So the crucial point is, once you've created that physical isolation, you absolutely have to address the chemical reality of your brain. This requires a radical purge of modern comforts. No social media, no mindless entertainment, and even adjusting your biology by cutting out processed foods. By eliminating this static, you force a massive baseline reset. You are literally starving the cheap dopamine receptors so that your newly reset brain actually learns to appreciate and even crave the friction of hard, rewarding work. Pillar 3. Deep work. Master your craft. Now that your mind is clear and actually craving real achievement, you've got to harness that beautifully cleared mental space and direct all of your focus toward your single most important project. This means setting strict 90-minute time blocks for dedicated, focused hours, putting your phone in another room entirely, eliminating absolutely all distractions. These aren't just generic productivity hacks, guys. These are the tactical maneuvers that allow you to master your craft with relentless determination. When the static is finally gone, this level of pure focus is what remains. Pillar 4, body mastery. Your body is your vessel. Let's move to and see how this builds. A hyper-focused, elite mind demands a powerful, highly optimized physical body to carry out its will. You simply cannot rebuild your mind if your vessel's falling apart. That makes clean eating, daily movement, and restorative sleep absolutely non-negotiable. They are the fundamental fuel required to sustain the intense mental rigors of the detox and deep work phases we just covered. The transformation. Becoming unstoppable. We've talked a lot about the intense descent into isolation, the detox, and the deep work. But what happens when you finally emerge? Well, when the static disappears, the results are undeniable. First, you experience profound mental clarity because your true objectives have become razor sharp. Second, you possess unbreakable willpower. Because you've starved the cheap dopamine, your brain now focuses on hard, meaningful tasks with relentless drive. And third, you achieve rapid skill mastery. This isolated focus massively accelerates your ability to learn, excel, and conquer the absolute hardest tasks in front of you. So I ask you directly, are you ready to vanish? Remember, this protocol isn't about hiding from the world out of fear or avoidance. No way. It is a deliberate, strategic retreat.
It's about taking the time and applying the extreme discipline required to rebuild yourself into an absolutely unstoppable force.
To achieve something extraordinary, sometimes you must disappear first. Think about what extraordinary goal you are putting off right now because of all the noise around you. The journey to reclaiming your potential begins within. If you were to vanish for the next 30 days, who would you be when you returned?